Hi everybody, and welcome to The Gift of Knowing. I'm your hostess OMENA, and tonight we are continuing our show on the 7 soul types. I have Kathy back with me, and we're going to have a discussion on all kinds of things about soul types. But to recap it, I'm just going to go over the 7 soul types, okay? So we have a king soul who masters everything. We have a priest soul that's a motivational person. We have a sage soul that's great at communicating. We have a scholar soul that's very knowledgeable about whatever they might be studying or everything. Warrior soul who can be very persuasive and do everything for the higher good. An artisan soul is very creative, and expression is their mode for doing that. And a server soul, which of course sets for itself for in service to humanity. So, on that note, Kathy, what else would you like to know about the soul types?
Like when I came here and to my family and my sisters and my mother and father, we're not a cohesive bunch.
Well, you may not have meant to be.
Right.
You pick your own parents for whatever specific reason you do. So you have to ask me more questions about why you think you weren't cohesive, or why maybe you weren't cohesive in the family.
So my sisters currently, I've got big questions about both of them and where their souls, what type of souls they are, and why we're even together.
Well, if you ask me about them with their first name, then I have to ask their permission to discuss them.
So the first one is Nancy.
Nancy will allow me to talk about her to a certain extent. Depends
Okay.
on what you're going to ask, she says.
Okay. Why were we brought together? Is this our first time together?
No, this is not your first time together. You were brought together because you needed to learn tolerance.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so it's not our first. How about Jeannie?
She will let me talk to a certain extent.
Yeah.
They're both very guarded in a
Yeah.
sense. So what do you want to know about Jeannie?
Jeannie's very angry at a lot of people. And
In pertaining to your relationship with her, what's the question?
will she ever let her guard down with me? Or will she always be angry?
It's not about letting her guard down with you. She doesn't let her guard down with anyone.
Right.
Okay? And she is trying to figure out the core issue of her anger. She doesn't really know why she's angry.
Okay.
She's just angry.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's just angry. She doesn't know quite. It's almost like she picked the wrong body to be in, and she's angry about it. It's almost like she picked the wrong family to be in, and she's angry about it.
Yep.
It's almost like she picked the wrong sisters, and she's angry. She doesn't quite know what it is.
That makes total sense.
So the best thing to do with her is just bless her on her journey and just send lots of love to her, that's all. Because it's lack of self-love, really, that the anger would be there or the grief would be there.
Okay.
She does not share with everybody what it is. I mean, she is allowing me to talk about this to this extent about her because I think she wants to be understood better. Definitely not to personalize it. It has nothing at all, whatever to do with any of the family system.
But there's a few cousins that I'm very close with. Stephanie.
Are you looking for your relationship
I'm looking
with them?
for my relationship. Like I feel like we've been here a long time together.
Are you looking for their soul types, or your relation? Why you have a relationship with them?
If we've been here before, I guess, together.
Well, with Stephanie, you've had 5 lifetimes with her.
Oh.
In different roles.
Okay.
She doesn't like to be told what to do.
Oh gosh, no.
No, you used to be her boss one time.
Oh my goodness.
So
That's funny.
Yeah.
And her sister Amy.
Yeah, that's Amy. Yeah. She doesn't care.
Yep.
Yeah. She can take it or leave it.
She is. She's the cool cucumber in the bunch.
Yeah.
How about Lynn?
Oh, she's a scholar soul.
She is.
Yes.
She is.
Mm-hmm. So she can come in and out.
Yep.
You know, she can float in and out whenever she needs and whenever she wants at that particular moment. Yeah.
Wow, that's very. You hit all three of them spot on. Mm-hmm. That's pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. How about my daughter, Haley?
What do you want to know about Haley? She's a little more.
Is she? I just wondered. I mean, you know, she's my daughter. So is she struggling? Is her soul struggling? She's in that age where she's got to make a lot of decisions. So I see her a little guarded right now.
Well, the thing is, I mean, there's a reason why they're going to be guarded, because they want to make the decision for what they want. And she hasn't landed yet on exactly what it is that she wants.
Okay.
She's still, her feet are still wet.
Yes.
And she's still sort of walking through that low-level pond, you might say.
Okay.
And she's feeling her way. She's very cautious.
Yes. Yes, she is.
I'm asking her, can I say what type of soul she is? She's an artisan soul.
Okay.
She can be very, very creative, but she hasn't opened up to that yet. She might after this conversation, because I'm having a conversation on a soul level with her, so it may come true to her. You know, she's an artisan soul, and okay, thank you very much. Part of it has to do with this wading in the pool, or the pond, I would say. Look, she's looking for her expression. How she's going to express who she is.
Right. Because she doesn't quite know where she's supposed to land.
She's not ready yet. She will know, but that's part of her. That's an artisan soul has to find their way of expressing themselves and what's going to work best for them. And that's where she's at.
Okay.
How old is she?
25.
Oh, she's still young.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you don't have to worry about her. I mean, she's not.
No. She's a very cautious person. So she's reserved.
She's reserved.
So she doesn't share a lot, so.
Right. Well, she has a big fear of rejection with that, so she's not going to share a lot. She just, if you're talking to her, she needs to get more grounded.
Okay.
That'll help her.
Okay.